Hey, how's it going, Newt?
Hey, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon. Yeah, is your first time here?
Yeah, I just joined the group the other day.
Very nice, very nice. Have you had like a little look around in the group?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Okay, sweet, good stuff. I've got a few more people coming in. Hey, how's it going, Rod?
Okay.
It's a nice background. Let's get
Yeah.
Eric in here as well.
Just a minute. I've got. Yep. Here we go. There we go. It's got facial recognition on it.
Very nice, I like it. It's like Halloween spirit.
Yeah.
Love it, love it. How's it going, Eric? All good?
Good, thanks, Mike. Good. Yeah, thanks.
Nice. Well, how's your week been so far?
Yes, yeah, that's the first. We're still morning in South Australia on Friday. Yeah,
Okay.
I think you're evening on Thursday, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm like late evening. It's like, yeah, almost, I think it's midnight now. Late one.
Yeah, we're way ahead of you guys because we're already in Friday.
Nice, nice. Okay, yeah, Newt, where you kind of located? Where you calling in from?
I'm from Los Angeles.
Okay, sweet. And have you been into 3D printing for a while?
Not really. I got a 3D printer years ago and then just kind of never used it. But a month ago, I picked it back up and I've been really enjoying it.
Okay, that's good to hear. So, like, do you have any kind of goals in terms of like making profits and kind of what industry or niche you want to kind of get into?
Yeah, I've determined that I want to try to make a shop based on things that are uh, cute and functional, like around the house. And like I've made tea light, or I printed some tea light holders and an enamel pin, goodness gracious, sorry, enamel pin display that looks like a cherry blossom. And so I want to print stuff like that and sell that.
Okay, sounds very cool. I like that. I like that. Yeah, we've got a few people kind of doing similar things. Even let me just admit them to the call. So we've got Venita and Jim. Hey, how's it going, Venita, Jim? Yeah, Jim, I think
Hello,
you're
how's it
muted there.
going, everybody?
Yeah, all good, all good. Nice to see you here. Yeah, how's it going, Jim? How's your week been? Yeah, sorry, I think you're muted, Jim. Yeah, Jim, your microphone's muted. Yeah, your microphone, Jim, your microphone's muted. There you go. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, I was saying I've had a really great week. I sold my first item on eBay yesterday.
Congrats.
It's been sitting out there for sale for a month and a half, and but I finally had a sale.
Congratulations, man. It's a good feeling right there, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, made a whole $10.
Nice. That's the start of something big right there. That's good stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And thing is, it was one of the first things that I 3D printed and put up on eBay. One of those mag loader tools, and like I said, it's been out there. It's been out there for a month and a half, and I had just about given up on eBay, and that sale popped up. So
Love it, love it. That's good. I like it. Yeah, and Venita, how's it going? So I was just introducing Newt. So she's new to the group and she's talking about like one of our products is like I think the candle, was it the tea holders? The candle
Yeah,
lighter.
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah, tea light
so
candle holders.
yeah, Venita, I remember you said in a group that you had like a similar kind of product. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes. So I use PLA for my cute little pumpkins. But the tea light actually sits in a piece of wood that's been, varnished and all of that. And it's very cute. And it doesn't get hot around the wood. So it's perfect.
Nice. I like it. And yeah, how did you end up like designing it? You designed it yourself, right?
Well, I asked a professional to do that one for me because that was my second one. And so I told him exactly what I wanted, and it was a lot of back and forth. But he did it for me, and then I told him where I wanted to sit the wood and everything, and how, you know, big that was. So it was fun, and so we worked together, and it was pretty cool.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Because yeah, that's a good recommendation, like to get a professional designer. Because some people like design day in day out. You know, that's kind of like the main thing they know. So we can obviously design something, but compared to someone that's doing it every day, that's been doing it for years, that's a much better kind of angle to do rather than doing it yourself. So yeah, that's a great idea.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, Rod, I think I remember, yeah, Vaniti, was it you that asked about the lights? You want to do that new product, right? With the lights and what kind of lights you use and
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, did you want to talk a little bit about that? I remember you had a question in the group.
Yeah. So I saw that it was pretty popular, and it's a big seller depending on how it looks. And I saw that you can kind of feed the LED lights through the 3D print. And so I was like, oh, that'll be really cool. And some of the things that sell are the ones that have like little electronics inside or extra things, just to rise above the competition anyways.
Yeah, definitely. I know, Rod, you have a lot of experience kind of using like extra kind of additional things with your 3D prints. So I knew that you'd have a decent amount of experience. So maybe you could give her like some pointers on what kind of lights to use and kind of, I think you had a question of where to put the lights within the 3D print, right? Let me quickly see if I can find the post. Let's see.
Rod muted.
Yeah, Rod. Yeah, did you hear me, Rod? I think you're muted.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, so basically,
Yeah.
Vanita's talking about a product in terms of like adding an additional kind of light within a 3D print to kind of mix in like an LED light to light up a model. So did you have like any recommendations with like a light to kind of use and stuff like that?
Well, I haven't. Well, for myself, basically, I use, for instance, like Lithophanes with backlighting. um, Basically, I'll just use a couple of methods. One method, if you want it sealed in, you can pause the print and then lay it down in a cavity and then start it up again. And so the light will actually be sealed into the print, but you'd need a cavity there, and then it would you'd be able to get the backlighting if that's what you're trying to get.
Okay, let me quickly share my screen. Wait, this thing's like kind of off screen. Okay, cool. So yeah, can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
this is the question that Vanita put in. So it's about getting the 3D printing LED light panels. So she's asking about like what lights to use and kind of where to start. And she showed a picture of this kind of model. So it's this kind of model, and where to kind of put like a LED light within this model to light it up. Yeah. So do you have like any ideas about that, Rod? Any kind of suggestions?
Yeah, your best bet is to go with backlighting. I would probably even just make it in two parts so that you can assemble it with the lighting inside. And you might want to use LED strips instead of a singular bulbs.
Okay.
That way
Yeah.
you can spread the light out inside.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a great idea. What do you think about that, Vanita?
Oh yeah, that sounds really cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I have had good luck with the strips. Mike, you remember that Halloween lantern that I showed you posted? Maybe not.
Which one was that? Was that recently?
It was a circular lithophane with all the different images of famous horror movies. I'll have to put it back up there if you want
I think it rings a bell.
But yeah, I use the strip in that. And it's basically what I have there is a drum light. So it's got a base and it's got the lithophane, which is a complete circle all the way around, and then a top.
Okay.
Now, my next plan for the next one, I'm trying to do one that's a Christmas theme, but I'm hoping to get a motor so that I can, a stepper motor, so I can turn it as well as just light it from behind.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I tried to look through the group real quick. I couldn't find the picture, but maybe if you can find it and
I'll
send a
send
picture,
you
maybe.
Yep, hang on.
Yeah, sounds good, sounds good. Yeah, I just want to welcome you, Stan. How you doing, Stan? Yeah, I think you're muted. Yeah, and we've got
What's
Dominic.
that?
Got Dominic in here as well.
I'm gonna mute myself here.
Okay. I was just saying hello to Stan. He's talking, but he's muted. And then we've also got Pascal in here. How's it going, Pascal? I don't know if he's muted as well.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that. I realized that I did not realize I had already clicked the mute. I didn't want you all to have to listen to me slurping noodles. I thought that would be rather rude. But
Much
Rod, you're
appreciated.
looking very dapper. I'm digging it.
Yeah, he came in his best attire. Loving it.
Indeed. I'll drop back to mute now and come in if I have something to add.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, how's it going, Pascal? I can hear you. Yes.
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Yeah, pretty good. Doing well. Yeah, so we're just kind of chatting about different 3D printed products and stuff like that. So yeah, we've got a new member, Newt from Los Angeles. So she was talking about, like, what was it again? Candlelight tea holders. I keep forgetting the name, but yeah, it's like these little candlelight things. I've actually bought some because, like, you can put in 3D prints. But it was talking about, like, some products related to that. So it's a pretty cool idea right there. Yeah. And yeah, Newt, did you have like a few kind of different ideas, or was that like your main thing in terms of the products you wanna do?
So I haven't decided quite what I want to focus on other than making things that are cute and functional. I'm still kind of working on that since I've only been really looking into this in 3D printing for about like a month, I'd say, maybe a month and a half. It's definitely trying to figure out what I want to do. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Yeah, sounds good. So what I'd recommend is, like, create like a little nice little list of kind of ideas that they can just kind of refer back to, and that's kind of going to help you to, like, narrow things down and start to put more ideas together and start joining things. And then yeah, you can get like a nicer idea about like what products to do. And yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and a quick question, what 3D printer or printers do you have?
I have the Bamboo Labs P1S, and I just have the one.
Awesome. Yeah, we're big Bamboo lovers here.
Oh yeah, P1P.
Yeah. I've got the A1.
And
yeah,
that thing has been running for the last 4 weeks, almost 24 hours a day, and
wow.
but no failures.
Amazing. That's so much better than the old End of 3 days, slow and unreliable.
or the one that I came from, which was an Anycubic Mega 3. It was that thing was I wouldn't even give it away.
I do remember the Anycubics. They've gotten a lot better though. Like the Cobras, they're getting quicker, more reliable.
Yeah.
But yeah. And yeah, Eric, how's it going with your 3D printer? I know you're looking to possibly get a new one.
No, I'm going to stick with the Creality CR10 S Pro, I think it is. Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Version.
And have you done like any kind of upgrades for speed or like reliability or anything like that?
No, but I did an upgrade to the starting procedure so that it didn't the problem. Well, a lot of people have the same problem. Is it doesn't auto leveling every time before you print. And what it used to do is used to dribble out filament as it was doing that. And this nice person, I haven't got his name with me, but he did a new start procedure put into the printer setup, which only brought the temperature up to 155 of the print head, so that it wouldn't dribble out as it did the auto leveling. And then right at the end of that, he then takes the nozzle back to the middle, and then then he increases the temperature to 200, and then straight after that he then does a little test with his little run down the side, and he does it very well. He actually runs it down the side, and then he shifts it a little bit. Was it X, I suppose it would be, or Y, and then he brings it back, so it doesn't actually go back over itself. And that way it makes sure the nozzle is nice and clear before it starts your print. And I thought that's a
Okay.
great idea. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I actually came across a recent video. Do you guys know about Teaching Tech on YouTube? Some of you might have heard of him.
Yeah. I've got a link to that. Yeah.
Yeah, he recently
Yeah.
made a video about, you know how you do like the initial purge line on a 3D print. He did a thing where you can adapt it into like any kind of shape. So
Okay.
it's pretty cool. It's not something crazy, but it's like a cool new thing. So he can do like a lightning bolt shape or something kind of simple, just to kind of spruce it up a bit. So I thought I'd share that. It's an interesting idea. I'll see if I can quickly find a link to the video. Yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff. I think it was Purge, Adaptive. Yeah, and I'll quickly share the link in the chat so you guys can have a look if you want. I think that should be it. Yeah. Okay, so I want to quickly talk about like, in terms of 3D print sales, I know some people have like sold stuff online. So I want to talk a bit more about like the online side of things with making sales. So like how many of you guys have like sold stuff online? I just want to get a quick kind of show. So Jim, Pascal, you sold online. Yeah, obviously Jim, that was your first print, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, Newt sold something. Dominic, yeah, I know you got the Lithophanes, which is awesome. How about you, Rod? Have you sold anything online? And I think Vanita, your main business is like online sales, right?
No, I actually I'm at the farmer's market, but I haven't had anything online yet.
Okay, have you thought about like doing some online sales, or you mainly focused on in person?
No, I have a website. I have an Etsy account. It's accounts that I've always had, but I just haven't had it. I've been promoting it, and I have had people to go to my website, but they always end up buying it in person.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, and yeah, in terms of the people who have sold stuff online, like, what would you say is like the most ideal platform, or which platforms have you kind of sold on that you'd recommend? If anyone wants to kind of jump in, if anyone has some info.
I've only tried so far. I've only tried eBay, and I've been thinking about going over to Etsy and trying to figure something out there. But I'm familiar with eBay, so been using it for like 20 years.
Nice, veteran. Okay.
I sold on Facebook.
Oh, Facebook.
Oh, Marketplace. Yeah, that
Yep.
would be a good one. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. I'm still yet to do like a Facebook Marketplace post. I did some pictures, like some professional-ish. They're still not the greatest, but something. So it's like one on the 3D printed dragon. So I might just put up a picture, a quick kind of post, and see how that does. And obviously everyone's on Facebook, so that's a good market to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah, has anyone like sold on Amazon before? I've been hearing a bit about Amazon. No,
I've
no
sold
Amazon.
I've sold some rare books on Amazon, but never any 3D prints.
Okay, because I've heard like with Amazon, like you can get into the fulfillment thing, where if you're kind of like doing a decent amount of units, you can basically sell through Amazon. So you can send them like a big batch of units, and then they can fulfill it for you. So you're not doing like a regular kind of fulfillment like each day and doing all the dispatch and packaging. You can just kind of send it off to them, and then they'll fulfill it for you. It's like if you like bought something off Amazon, you've seen like, oh, fulfilled by Amazon. That's kind of the thing that they'd be doing. So that's an interesting angle. I'd love to kind of find out more about that, see how that works.
But they take a cut though when you do that. They charge you a fee.
Yes,
Most likely.
they do. Yeah, and what they're doing, I actually worked at a warehouse. I live very close to Midwest Amazon fulfillment centers, and I worked in one of those warehouses for a little while, and part of our building was dedicated to Amazon and the fulfillment side. And what they do, you ship it to them, and they warehouse it, like like Eric said, for a fee. And when you sell through them and they fulfill it for a fee. So there's a lot of background fees built into that. I've looked at it, and as far as a side hustle, even before I retired, as looking at various products that you can actually have drop shipped. You sell it through Amazon, and it drop ships from the manufacturer. But the more I looked at it, their fees, typical. It's corporate. It's corporate America. And so their fees, I think, are way too high for the kind of operation that at least that I'm doing.
Okay. So I guess in order to kind of counteract that. Oh yeah, he's going to say something, Rod?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention I sent those images to you, so if you want to take a look.
Okay, where did you send that through?
I just messaged them back to you through the school.
Okay,
yeah.
Sweet. That was for the light thing,
for the
right?
lamp.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, the one with the strip lighting, so that because the lithophane needs the light to be even all the way around.
Yeah. Okay, let me quickly show that. So he's talking about like the lights that we were talking about earlier. Let's see. Yeah, so the backlight for the lithophane. Very cool. I like that.
Oh, that's cool.
That's very cool. Let's see next one.
Like I say, I'm looking up a Christmas one right now.
Whoa.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Somebody saw me before my morning cup of coffee. Oh my God.
Wow, that's amazing. That's so cool. So much detail in there, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah. That's impressive.
Very cool. Okay, so that's just like that's a backlight. It's not the LED strips, is it?
I'm sorry?
So this one's like a backlight LED rather than the strips, right?
I'm not getting it. My hearing is lousy, as you know.
I'm saying, is that like the backlight LED rather than the strips?
Yeah, the LED strip. Yep, that's what's in there. You can see the
actual
cord, the little white cord coming out the side, the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
So Rod,
cool.
Rod, how are you printing or how are you producing the lithophane?
Well, the way you work this is you figure out what circumference you want, and you go into an image editor and you create an image that size, and then you upload it to a company that does these for free.
Okay.
Yeah, you got like
So you pick your circular and you
maker.
size it, but you do have to do your measuring properly.
Right.
This is a good
Yeah, there you
website.
go, like that.
And then
Yeah.
you've got the curved. Okay, so you got a flat one here, and yeah, you can kind of get some settings in. It kind of shows you a little preview. Put your image in there. You can do like the thickness and all that good stuff. So
Yeah.
Wow.
You know,
some other
Mike, I
designs.
think with the Christmas one, I want to try and see if I can do the color, like,
Oh yeah, the
color lithophane, but I'm
so
not
like the
sure. We'll see.
CYMK or something like that. Oh yeah, here's one.
No, remember that so if you go down a little bit, I mean, I think I saw it, but there's a company that will send you a JPEG image that you print out on transparent paper.
Okay.
And then you put that behind the lithophane, and then when the light shows through, it's full color.
Okay.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Very cool. I like that. Yeah.
The trick there, though, is, and you'll see this if you try it, if you look at the image, it's not just a matter of making the image itself in a JPEG on transparent paper, because they have to blur it enough to make allowances for the fact that it's going through the plastic. So it's not a tight, like they say on there, a tight exact copy won't work.
Okay, so you have to kind of do like a special version, I guess.
Yeah, so when you get it, you look at it and you put it out. It's going to look fairly blurry and really bright. And you're going to say, wow, but when you put it behind there and you put the light on it, you'll see it's really nice.
Okay.
I'll put the link. I'll send the link up on. I'll put the link up on the post-it there so you guys can see it.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have like I know you've got like a bunch of the tutorials that you've done. Do you have like anything on Lithophanes that you've done before?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, maybe you can make a post about that. I can pin it to the group so people can like have a look and see how it's done.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I've even done the Lithophanes using the resin printers, so that's kind of cool.
That's pretty cool, and it'd be a lot quicker as well, right? I think on resin.
What's that?
It'd be like in terms of the speed. I think it'd be a lot quicker than filament, maybe. What do you think?
Well, actually, it is actually quite a bit quicker because you can line up 5 or 6 or 7 of them, and it all takes as long as it takes to do one.
Wow.
Right.
And like,
yeah, there's no price, no time premium for multiples of the same thing in the resin world. That is one sweet thing.
Yeah, it sure is.
Just fill it up, isn't it?
Has anybody fooled around with generating color lithophanes using HueForge?
No.
Okay. I just jumped off for a sec to make sure that I was remembering correctly that HueForge had a lithophane functions in it, but since for my needs I haven't gone with multicolor, and I refuse to babysit a printer to the point of doing it by hand for that level.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No chance.
I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. And so I may have to pick up an A1 with the baby AMS and try to set it up with the CMYK sort of setup. But I was just curious if anyone had done anything, because I did see, I thought I remembered seeing a few at not this recent, but the year before's East Coast Rep Rap Festival. The guy from HueForge was there, and he had some, and they were just, that's a very interesting package that if you know what you're doing, you can create amazing things. But like, kind of like trying to make your own audio mix, it's one thing to see a picture of a mixing board. It's another thing to run one, you know.
100%.
There's a lot of sliders and a lot of gradients in HueForge.
Yeah, I can imagine. Okay, I've seen Dominic's shared, I think his Lithophanes. Let me quickly show you guys that. Let's see here. Okay, so johannes.com. Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you scroll across on those, you'll see the before and afters type, what it looks like on lit. And I just
Okay.
use a night light with a LED bulb, a typical LED bulb that goes behind it. And we've done. I've only done the flat ones. I've done them for companies. I've done them for people and pets, and so you start going into
Nice.
other stuff.
Yeah,
That's
the
laser.
woodworking. Oh,
Yeah,
that was laser, yeah.
The arc ones work pretty well too. I've been having good luck with those. The ones that are in an arc.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been working pretty well too. I've done a
yeah,
number of the
Very cool.
lithophanes like that with night lights. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah. That
very
one
cool.
website. Yeah, and you can see. I think price is probably there too, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Awesome.
And
Okay.
the night lights themselves, what I do is I just 3D printed a small little clip, and it got 3D. And then I used a what do you call it? One of those hot pens that spit out filament
Glue
that you
gun.
hold in your hand. I
Yeah,
used that
the
to
Twiddlers.
Pens.
Pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3D pen.
Yeah, you can actually see in that previous picture, if you go back one, you can see the clip is kind of, it's right at the bottom there, which it clips onto the light. And the nice thing about the way I design that is sometimes outlets are polarized upside down. I call it upside down. So what you can do with this is you can take that lithopane off of the clip and reverse it upside down. So if the light had to be upside down on the window, in the plug, it still worked out. So it wasn't permanently attached. It just kind of slipped into that little frame at the bottom.
Okay. Very interesting. I like it. I like it.
Yeah. For those not in the US, for years and years and years, the round ground hole, since I know UK power outlets are quite different than US, was always on the bottom. And there's a small fanatical group in America that insists the ground should be on top. Hence the need to be able to adapt to it, because there's
Right.
always somebody that just has to embrace doing things weirdly with total fanaticism. And sometimes they
Absolutely.
work for building departments.
They use the excuse of safety, and the fact that if the plug isn't all the way in and the ground is at the top, if something gets dropped, it's not going to hit the poles. But if the ground is at the bottom, it would go across the tangs. And it's like, how many years, how many generations of us survived having those blades on the top?
I survived ungrounded outlets.
My dad was an electrician, and the first thing he would do when he bought a grounded extension cord was take his diags and cut that ground plug off.
Yep.
Interesting. I think that's definitely before my time. Yeah.
You youngsters.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, is there anything like someone wants to discuss in terms of like their progress or maybe a product or some kind of question that they wanted to get addressed?
Well, one of the main reasons I jumped on here tonight, I just wanted to make a comment that having just made my very first sale, whopping $10 on something that has been out there on eBay for a month and a half. Don't give up, because it's not costing me anything for it to sit there on eBay waiting for somebody that, and I've had views, I've had people put it on their watch list, but never actually carried through and bought. And yesterday was one of the most exciting days since I retired, in the fact that, hey,
Wow.
something that I made actually sold.
Incredible.
So, and I've got a ton of stuff. Like I said, that printer's been running almost 24/7, and I've got a ton of stuff that I've put up for. I haven't got it posted on eBay, but yet. but a lot of reloading bench, functional reloading bench type stuff. And I've actually, because of the few things that I have put up, and some communication with a friend of mine in Texas. He's a gunsmith and owns a gun shop and has a lot of reloaders that come in, and showed him pictures of what I was making, and he is interested in becoming a distributor for me. So, it's one of those things. Sometimes you just have to be patient and wait for good things to come.
100%, man. That's a great story. I love it. I love it. Yeah. And you see the product that you sold, like so yeah, tell me a little bit more about like the product itself.
Yeah.
It's what they call a maglula. It's a magazine loading and unloading aid. And this one is specifically for single stack 1911 magazines. Mainly because, and it was one of those things I created it because of a need. In the fact that I've got arthritis and I'm right-handed. My left hand is my bad hand. And trying to press down that top round to get the next round in the top is becoming more and more difficult for me. And I've seen these things online before.
So like this,
and
Maglula.
yeah, it's similar to that. Actually, if you go, if you can pull up eBay and look for and look for give me 1 second. Let me pull up that listing. I'll tell you exactly where it is.
Okay.
Cool. It is. Oh, come on. Look or search for 1791 actual. All one word.
Okay. 1791 actual. See this.
Here we go. That's my list of stuff. Okay. If you scroll down, you'll find a green
Should I go into your thing?
Magazine loading and unloading aid. Yeah, that top one is one of mine. That's one of mine.
Okay, I could probably search it from your profile, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. This one here, yeah.
There we go. Green thing. That's awesome. That's what it takes about an hour and a half to print a dozen of those.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah. And all it is it slides down over the top of the magazine, and there's a tab there that presses down that top round, but it leaves the face open so that you can slide the next round in on top of it and slide it back.
Okay. Like this one here.
Yeah, that's my hand trying to press it down with my arthritis, and it works.
Awesome.
I've also got one for what's called a double stack mag, which is a like for a Glock or a SIG. And then there's the trays and the couple other things.
Awesome.
Glock's the SIG. Okay. Those things for people that need more than 8.
I can actually give a discount. Discounts start at if you buy more than one.
I was referring to rounds to do the job.
Oh, 8 round. Well, that's where you need the double stack one. You get in Illinois you can get 15 rounds in a double stack. And that one right there, that top one right there that you had open a second ago. That's actually the first stage in a whole series of it's a tray with the loading block on it. But that has developed in the last couple of weeks. It's the base tray, and it has when you're reloading, your primers have to be sitting a certain way. And so I've developed a primer flip tray that actually stores in the section where it says caliber block. It stores underneath that in a recess.
Nice.
And then the caliber blocks have evolved that they'll be sold. It's the caliber block and a jacket. And the jackets are designed such that they will stack. And there's 4 little pins. All it is a little strip of filament stuck down through it, where you can stack them up and put a little bit of glue, put a little Elmer's glue between them, and they will. I've got a stack. I reload like 9 calibers. I've got a stack of them like this right now, but it organizes all those blocks at the back of my bench, and instead of having big reloading trays, you've only got the one main tray.
Very nice. I like it.
So,
So
Jim,
all of that stuff, I'm kind of working on how to structure the eBay ads, such that there's some some selectability. It's what caliber block do you want? Do you want the tray? Do you want the tray with the flip tray? Some of those optional things, and I'm just now learning about how to do options in eBay.
So,
Okay.
Jim, I've had some experience with reloading, and I can say that they look like there's something I would have liked to have had.
well, good. It sounds like you got out of it, though.
What's that?
Did you get out of reloading?
I haven't done it recently, no, but yeah, it's been a while.
Well,
I used to do cartridges, and I used to do shotgun, but mainly more when my father was alive.
Yeah, I do, because I do 12 gauge, 20 gauge, 410, and then all of these different rounds. And cool thing is, I've discovered that 444 Marlin and 3030 can use the same tray, and you can also put 410 in that same tray. So I actually labeled the caliber blocks with multiple calibers on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see mine there. The
if you decide to get back into it, I know somebody that can hook you up. I'll even give you the friends and family discount.
Mike,
very nice. Yeah.
Mike, I sent an example of the color lithophane nightlight to you the same way I did the other. So if you want to take a look at that.
Let's have a look.
Before we move on, Jim, how'd you deal with shipping?
Let me see if there's
shipping. I'm just using USPS, and I've got a stamps.com account, so that I can get the different size boxes inexpensively.
Right, but do you ship international, or do you just ship inside the U.S.?
Just inside the U.S., mainly because I don't want to deal with international shipping regulations, and in today's in today's climate, reloading related materials are starting to get looked at as 2A items, and I just don't want to deal with it.
And your prices, when you say the boxes, do you charge them up separate, or is it included inside the $925 that I was seeing?
It's actually on top of that. There's a shipping cost on it. I actually considered raising the price and offering free shipping. Doing the corporate thing. But I just decided to leave it as it was, and I think it was. I think it was a couple of dollars to send it out. I sent that out this morning, and I just put it in one of the heavy bubble wrap envelopes with, and I printed the order and rolled it up and put it inside as a little bit of stiffening in case it got pressed. But
What was the site you were saying that you were referring to for the boxes?
Stamps.com. And it's you can get all kinds of labels and printing. I've got a Dymo label printer, and I haven't done it yet, but through Stamps.com I can actually order a roll of standard 3x4 shipping labels, and they're pre-formatted so that when you're ready to print your label, you print it to the Dymo and pull it off, stick it on the package, and you're good to go. But today I wasn't really prepared, so I took the part and I printed the shipping label, the information, took the part and the shipping label, and went to the post office and said, okay, at 65 years old, I'm a virgin at mailing things like this. And she took good care of me. And she mentioned ordering either through Amazon or ordering a variety of shipping materials. And when I told her I had a Stamps.com account, she goes, "Well, just go there." She goes, "They've got everything you could possibly need."
Nice.
And
Gotcha.
they do. They've got tape, labels, boxes, padded envelopes, just everything under the sun.
Uline is also a good source.
Uline,
Yes, it is. Uline is a great source.
yeah,
But
especially
in here in Canada, the boxes are incredibly expensive.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, how's the pricing? Because I've heard some people talk about like AliExpress and like Temu for like shipping stuff, like at real cheap prices. So that could be an option if you obviously got volume, but I haven't
Yeah.
seen like the quality and stuff like that. Yeah, could be worth like checking out for sure.
Yeah, but the problem that I have is the boxes. They're extremely expensive. The boxes, they're like $1.50, $2 on top of
Wow.
the shipping. So when you start to add that all up, the shipping is $30-ish. Then you're
Yeah.
gonna say that at $1 more is not that much, but when you're at $30, you're at 33 with the taxes. It adds up on top of what you're selling. So sometimes I sell a product that's, I don't know, $24, but I'm charging $35 in shipping, so it's completely ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see a lot of things. I see a lot of things reloading related on eBay where the shipping is actually as much or even more than
Yeah,
the item, and it's
yeah,
like, no, I'm not going to buy that.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
terrible.
if I'm not going to
99
buy it, I'm not going to expect somebody else to.
It's only
Exactly.
99 cents with the $99 shipping.
There you go.
Terrible. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, shipping. I think the best thing to do is to put the free shipping on there and just raise the price of the item. Because when you see shipping costs are just like, I don't know, it's just like a psychology thing. When people see shipping costs are like, I could probably
Yeah.
get cheaper somewhere else or something like that, right?
Well, that's why we all price things at $9.99. You won't buy it for $10, but you'll buy it for $9.99.
It's so much less. Yeah, definitely.
It's definitely a psychology game.
Yeah.
And shipping is so different from country to country.
Yeah.
To continent.
Sure.
I mean, I can get things for model engineering sometimes from England, and the shipping is less than it is to get it from somebody in the United States.
Wow.
Same
Yeah.
book. It's very strange. China, of course, underwrites the heck out of everything in their
Sure.
country, and because of the international postal treaties, in effect, everything delivered in Europe, UK, and North America, at least, our own postal services aren't making a dime on it. because just the deal is they agree to deliver our stuff as posted. We agree to deliver theirs. Well, there's not a whole heck of a lot of stuff being poured across into China out of Estados Unidos these days. It's just not happening. And it's lovely, but there's a lot of talk about clamping down. I mean, when you can buy a vector network analyzer for $129 and it's got free shipping in 10 days, you're going, how you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, here in Canada, you see if I deal with Canada Post, it's $34. But if I deal with another company that's not privately owned, but it's not owned by the state, it's about half the price for the exact same shipping speed.
Wow.
And here in Canada, you see Canada Post was negative $700 million. So they're losing $700 million every year.
Yeah, I mean, the Great White North ordering from the U.S. is just ridiculous, I understand, in many cases. Yeah.
Terrible. Oh yeah, let me quickly show Rod's thing. Would you call it?
An interesting question that popped up.
Okay, I'll quickly show this and then I'll go to the question. So yeah, this is the color lithophane that Rod was talking about. So the colored one.
Oh,
wow. Nice.
Striking.
Very nice.
Very striking.
Yeah, so that's that method that I'm going to be posting up there. I'll send you the link to that.
Amazing.
Rod, is that resin?
What's that?
Is that resin?
No, that's actually PLA.
Awesome.
Wow.
Fantastic. That's exactly what I want to get into right there.
You don't need any special filament to do that? You can just use regular PLA?
I'm just using regular PLA, yep.
How do you get the colors?
The colors, like I said, they send you something that you print on your inkjet printer on a transparency, and then you paste it behind that.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Yeah. So it's pretty simple process.
That is so wild. Love it. Love it.
Crazy, isn't
it? And you're gonna like this even more. You can knock these off really quickly if you make your images in AI. That's an AI image I created.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah, Rod, you know so much about the AI stuff. I remember you showed me that website, and yes, amazing.
Oh yeah. I've done a couple of seminars teaching teachers how to use AI in the classrooms. So yeah.
Yeah, if you need like AI pictures, Rod is your guy, man.
Yeah, and 3D modeling is happening too.
Yeah.
So there's a place called Anything World that will basically not only create your model that you use with a text prompt, but it'll rig it so that you can use it in animation too.
Okay.
Well, did you see Bamboo just came out with the what's it called? They just came out with an AI Bamboo that actually does STL files.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
What's the name?
This is
I played with it a little bit.
Printmont Maker.
Yeah, what's it called?
Printmont.
Mont?
Yeah, Print MON Maker.
Okay. Printmont.
They just came out with that this week.
Okay.
Yeah, it's brand new.
Looks like
it's actually on the Bamboo app. If you, there you go. Was it that one?
like
there you
forum.
go.
Let's see.
I think you had it there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Nice. The form. Okay, it's like a sign-up form, I think. Yeah, the beta program.
Okay. Well, I got the link. It actually works. So it's a chat. You just put in what you want. So I don't know. You say lion with that superhero with long fur, and it just creates one.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow.
Wait, do you have a link? If you have like a direct link, can you pop it in the chat?
No, they sent it to me via email. So
Yeah,
I think I'm the one of the first people to try it out.
Nice.
I just pulled it up. It's actually It's actually in Maker World.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Make a
So a
world.
nice thing about having this stuff already rigged for you in anything world is it's not so much that you use it for animation, but sometimes you'll want to repose something.
There it is.
And
Yeah, there you go. You
so
have it
you'll
there.
be able to pose your model the way you want it.
Oh, cool.
Got it. Yeah.
See,
Easier than
Oh, that
doing
looks
it in
good.
Blender.
Yeah, that looks good too.
In Amazon rainforest or something. With
Wow.
And Mike,
with moon.
Pink ears.
Mike,
Yeah.
for the images for the lithophane, that would be, I've been using something called Night Cafe.
Wow, that's
Nice.
awesome. Night
Night
Cafe.
Cafe.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had an account there. Yeah, this is the one you told me about. This one's awesome. This one's so good. Yes, crazy. I made like a
Here's
theory
a-
before.
You can do some amazing
There's-
stuff with this.
There's another one that I
I made
posted in
something
there too.
before.
It's Lithopane Makers, and there's a file, there's a whole thing there. You could set up just about anything you want out of it and get the colors as well.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a crazy colors.
Lithophanemaker.com.
Oh yeah. I searched that one earlier. Oh yeah, this one's cool. This one was
I
really
know we're
cool.
about to end, but someone had asked a question about shipping 3D prints in bubble wrap, and I think the
Okay.
answer to that would be it's going to depend on the print, whether it can survive it more so than just 3D print in general. I wouldn't
Exactly.
pay
And-
anything with fine detail to survive unless you were fortunate.
Well, that's like the part that I sent out is you saw it there on eBay. It's hollow,
Right.
but it's 4 millimeters. The walls are 4 millimeters. So I just stuffed some paper inside it to kind of help protect it, and then the bubble wrap. But then some of the larger stuff that I've got, like the caliber trays and stuff like that, they're almost solid.
Yeah.
So
One thing is I sent that surfing Batman, which is very delicate. But what I'll do is I'll print a box shell for inside of the box that I'm sending it to. So you
There
can
you
use
go.
it
Wow.
to make your braces too.
And how do you model that, like the box?
Just in Tinkercad.
Okay. Yeah, it makes a lot of
How-
sense.
how
Yeah,
thick-
nice little protection.
how thick do you make the walls?
About a millimeter.
Okay. So it's basically just a structural thing. It's not really trying to be a support, right?
No, it's basically a hollow box. So when you put it in, then no matter how you squish it, it really isn't gonna squish.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's,
that's
really
the
good
idea there.
Very nice. Yeah. Okay. I like that. So yeah, that probably solves the problem there. I guess obviously you'd have to add a bit more, printing or material, especially for something that's like quite fragile, with the models you do. Yeah. And it's like some small kind of
You should
long
do another one
pieces.
just on shipping. Shipping alone is pretty interesting. Should do one just on shipping.
Yeah,
Another,
definitely. Like fulfillment, shipping, packaging.
Yeah. One
even
evening.
like the listings
Just
as
do
well.
the chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good. Okay. Yeah. Nice, yeah. Okay, any kind of final comments? I think the meeting's going to end in a few minutes, maybe. In a couple minutes.
Well, yeah, like in about a minute ago, I think it was going to try to cut
Yeah.
it off.
Yeah.
My one says like your call ends in 2 minutes.
Well, this is the first
Oh,
one of
under
these
a
that
minute.
I've
Under a
been able
minute.
to sit in on, and it's been fantastic. It's I absolutely love the back and forth.
Yeah, this was a really
thank
fun meeting for sure. Awesome stuff.
Yeah, thanks for doing this, Mike.
Yeah, man, my
Appreciate
pleasure.
it very much.
Definitely. Yeah. we'll do it obviously next week. We have like a weekly thing, so you can save in like a calendar and get like a reminder just so you can pop in every week and chat. Yeah.
Cool.
And
Very
Dominic, I did appreciate that one about the watches. I hope you got my message back about finding someone that can help you with your inherited watch.
Yeah, no, thank
Oh,
you
the
very
call's
much.
about to end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about over. So
Take care,
Anthony.
I'll
guys.
see you next
Have
week,
a good
guys.
evening, week, and
Yeah.
all that good
Good night.
stuff.
Take care, folks.
All right, take
See you
care.
next week.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace out. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night.